Hey everybody, Joey Ciccone back live here, World Center of Broadcast Media. We're live today. You know, you guys have heard me chatting in with guys calling in from New York, Miami, places unknown, connected. Well, this show still stays connected. We just don't like to talk about every little thing. Gabish? Okay, I love you guys. Please chat in, man. Carmela, nice to see you. Congrats to the Cubs. Wow, and so happy to be back this week to watch the Joey Ciccone show. Thank you, dear. Okay, I'm going right back with Mr. Schaffer, 1956. The guy wants him to do The Legend of Billy the Kid in Searchlight. Go.
And I had never heard of Searchlight, so I went to Searchlight. He flew me down there in a little small four-place airplane.
I hate those.
And we landed on a dirt runway outside of Searchlight. And he showed me the city. Okay? And it was fabulous. He had a casino there called the El Rey, because there's a book called The King of Casinos. It's all about Willie Martello was connected, as you know.
All right, I know, and he knows, and we want to keep things on the down low because that's how we are, but he was.
Yeah, but he was a connected guy, and there was no secret about it. He and I became very good friends. I actually did part of my movie Billy the Kid there, and the other part in a place called the Valley of Fire here in Nevada.
Of course, and wonderful.
And then I ended up a year and a half later doing a second film there. So I did two movies there, and it drew attention to Searchlight, which is what he wanted. And you know, it's just like, I know you're a friend of Jeep Capone.
A beautiful person last week on the show. We want to send him nothing but love, respect, Cubs, and the Capone book. God bless.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a really dear friend of mine. The whole family is, as you know.
God bless him, man.
And he worked with me in Wisconsin, in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin.
Where's Turtle Lake at? Just curious.
Don't ask me. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's an Indian reservation.
Because I got this little girl named Lola that goes to school in Stevens Point in Wisconsin.
Well, Jeep will tell her. That's where Al Capone used to go hide out when the cops were after him.
In Wisconsin?
He'd go to Wisconsin.
Folks, there you go. Are you getting this information?
He'd go to Turtle Lake.
Because he's connected. Gavish?
That was it. It was, that
was
his spot. And that's where they brought me in to do a Las Vegas show at an Indian casino in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin.
Okay, so the bottom line is we do the Billy the Kid thing. They want to find out about Searchlight. And I just want to say real quick so we can move on. Vegas, a whole different place at the time. Wide open, totally different.
I'll tell you about it if you want to know.
Of course we want to know. But, you know, time is always against us. As we go from there... And now you're here in Vegas, and you start to make your bones, as we say in the business. Okay?
Yeah.
And you're starting to make some connections and think. Scotty, we out?
No, we're good.
Oh, we're good? Okay, sorry. My boy Scotty. And we got some treats for you. We're going to throw something up here in a bit. But anyway, you're making your bones. So I want to just jump to Vegas now. We're here in Vegas. I'm sure a lot happened, Jerry. I don't mean to cut you off.
Good. It doesn't matter.
But I got an hour show.
However you want to do it, I'm happy.
I got an hour show. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got to have you back again.
Let's do it.
Do I have to pick you up again? He's drinking vodka, this guy.
I never find this goddamn place.
This guy's drinking vodka. He couldn't find a place. I had to pick him up. All right, so then I want to go to this. Stars consisting of Judy Garland, Robert Goulet, Jack Benny, Carson. I can name them all day. He can name them let him name them for you.
I just got lucky and was able to produce some of the great stars the world has ever known. I was so honored to be able to do it, to walk on the same stage with Judy Garland at a time when she was, I guess her whole career, she was probably one of the most famous young ladies in the world.
Early on, before Wizard of Oz?
After the Wizard of Oz.
Okay, yeah, because that did the whole thing.
Yeah.
We're going to show you a little bit more.
Judy Garland bought this for me. I've never taken it off.
Look at this, folks.
It's just a little bracelet, but
I've
never taken it off.
It's a little bracelet, yeah, 18 karat, nice. Probably from Italy. Trust me, it wasn't nothing cheap. And it's
Anyway,
good luck to
the
you.
opportunity to meet those people and work with those people in Las Vegas brought me to a lot of other people. That's me and Jack Benny in
Yeah.
1963.
Yeah, Benny. If you go through the book, I mean, you got Betty Grable. You got. It doesn't stop. I mean,
Well,
you know, this guy. Come on, Robert Goulet, please. And
He was a great friend,
Vera,
a great
Vera,
friend.
blessings to you, my dear.
yeah.
If you're watching the Joey Ciccone show,
Vera
that's
keeps
to
his
you.
name alive, believe me.
She really does. I've seen
She's
that.
done a
on-
great job doing
seen that on Facebook many times.
Yeah. Yep.
Chicago is nuts right now. Dr. Chicago. I like Dr. Chicago. Scotty. Dr. Chicago said Chicago's nuts right now. They're all drinking. They're going great. Tell us about the Thunderbird Hotel, a place I know. Because things happen there, but you get put into a position over there. Am I correct?
Yes,
And I hope I'm not jumping, but please.
Hey, you want to know about it? I was the entertainment director of the Thunderbird for 9 years.
I need you now.
So Stan Irwin signed me to a contract. I went in and took over the Ziegfeld Follies, which was already playing there.
Right.
And it had been produced by Monty Proser, who was from Bucks County. And Monty left, I took over the Ziegfeld Follies, changed it around, and then from there went on to do many shows there.
Oh my
And
goodness.
over my career here in Las Vegas, from the 1963 to 1980 to 1989, I did 173 television specials.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
And you know what? I read it on the resume.
yeah.
We know it's true, but it's just so many shows
It's unbelievable. I can't believe
for
it
one
myself.
gentleman. You have to be like, I mean, you have to feel so good about yourself.
I don't
Yeah.
think about it. I just can't imagine that it happened. It was yesterday's news, and you know what that is.
Well, yeah, because you know today you're working, tomorrow you're not working. This is the business we're in. It's called show
When a
business.
guy like you is working in Las Vegas, you're
God bless.
Mr. Las Vegas.
I'm the happiest guy in
And
the
the
world.
minute you're not working, you become Mr. Who's He.
Who's he? In the meantime, you still got the talent, you still got the goods, but you're not being seen. That's the key.
Wow.
Because you need the juice, the connected juice is what I want
I
to
had
say.
the juice. That's how I got in.
Yeah, I know you did.
And when I wanted these stars, here's a list of some of the shows. I think this only shows about 150.
Right, but Jerry,
they're
Jerry, with a minute to go here, we're coming back with another segment. You guys chime in, chat in. The Joey Ciccone Show,
Yeah.
connected. You'll find it. Hit the button. Start talking to me. You're gonna love it because what you're gonna hear here, you don't hear anywhere else. People share things with me that they don't share with anybody else. But I'm gonna ask Jerry the question right now. When you needed Judy Garland and you needed Robert Goulet and you wanted to put this show together and everything, if I'm correct from what we talked about, and you don't want to plead the fifth, you had to make a call and make some things happen. That's what we're talking about, being juiced in.
It's
And-
true. I had to call Miami, which I did, and I talked to one of the big bosses there, who was one of the silent partners of the hotel. I told him what stars I wanted. He asked me what order I wanted them in, and I told him. He said, "I'll arrange everything. You go to the theatrical agency in Hollywood on Monday, and the owners will meet with you."
Okay, and on that note, you're watching the Joey Ciccone Show Connected. I'm with Jerry Schaffer, producer, director, writer. I want to end this segment on one thing. He made the call. This is what I need. This is what I need to be done. We're talking Vegas the way it used to be. I'm Joey Ciccone on the World Center of Broadcast Media. I'll be right back.